I'm going to tell you that I understand that you're confused about really what happened because you were intoxicated, and I think maybe to a blackout level. People make false confessions, and they kind of fall into three categories. Number one are voluntary, and this is done to gain attention and notoriety, or to protect someone else. Or you didn't do this, but you feel guilty about something you did do, so you're going to confess to this because you want to be held accountable. Or there's some delusion and they're unable to distinguish between fantasy and reality. So that's one category. And two is they're compliant. There's a stressful interrogation. They're doing it to avoid harm or punishment. They're doing it to gain promised or implied leniency. And three is internalized. They've lied about the evidence, they question their own innocence, they believe they committed the crime. And when I look at this, I have to say, I think that you're a combination of two things. I think one, this is attention-getting behavior by you. I think you're unable to distinguish everything that did happen, not because I think you're delusional, but because I think you were in an altered state of consciousness that night. And I think when you think back about it, it's pretty fuzzy, which is why you get down here to number three, where you question your own innocence because you're a walking contradiction. You say, I did it, no, I didn't. And I believe in medical science. And to me, this isn't even a close call. On July 2nd of 2018, the cause of death was acute alcohol intoxication and Xanax, complications of chronic alcohol abuse. It was ruled an accident, 0.42 in the blood, 0.48 in the vitreous humor. And that is a better post-mortem measure of how much this person was drinking. And the vitreous humor is the gelatinous substance inside the eyeball behind the lens. And there is no way that you could impact that post-mortem. No way. Zip, zero, nada, niet, cannot get there, cannot happen. So you didn't create those findings. Sorry. You just didn't create those findings. And furthermore, from a psychological standpoint, that is consistent with who I perceive you to be. I don't perceive you to be a killer. I don't perceive you to be a murderer. And unless you're way less oriented than I think, that should be good news.
That is, yeah.
To you.
This is probably the biggest relief I've gotten.